It is July 16th, 1:45 a.m. on a Sunday morning. Carolyn, so is John Dudley coming home?
I cannot hear you.
Is John Dudley coming home? Is John Dudley coming home? How come you won't say yeah now? You just made it real clear. Oh, John Dudley is coming home. Okay, you are still plotting with Linda Cross to get me out of here. Linda Cross has all week tried to contact you. You didn't try to contact her. She tried contacting you. She even as much as put in a text and says you should be under her name. Okay, 1 o'clock, just under 1 o'clock, Penny Hill came beating at this door looking for you. I guess it was to threaten me. Is Penny Hill your friend? Are you trying to deceive me? So, because you and Linda Cross are working your asses off to get John back in here, which now you done got real quiet. But go ahead and tell me that plan that you just talked about. How John Dudley's getting ready to come home. You're all crickets now. But yet, last week, you put me in jail. You literally let me go to fucking jail. Didn't think nothing of it. Then you sat and you lied and says you did not see me get arrested when you looked me eyeball to eyeball at the time I was being led to the car. You and Linda Cross literally tried to bust in my bedroom door to take the drugs that you got me arrested for. Can you please tell me why you was willing to sign eviction papers against me? Now, I've taken care of you. I have been your caretaker for a year. Not once in a year have you overdosed. Every week I have to do a pill count. Never once has my pill count not been right. Okay, because of what you and Linda Cross pulled last week, hospice went ahead and gave me the paperwork that I am a legal caretaker of yours and that I have legal right to hold your medication and to care for you. Okay, we called legal aid. They immediately said, no, you are a vulnerable adult, and they were more than willing to go ahead and give Lisa care for you because you've shown you are no longer competent and you are doing things that are against your own interest. That is why you are showing yourself to be incompetent. Now go ahead and tell the camera the same thing you just told me in that evil look. How you just told me that, oh, John Dudley is coming home. How come you smirking, sweetheart? Same thing Linda Cross did. But guess what? Hospice already is doing the paperwork to give Lisa full control. That means if Linda Cross comes in here and does anything, balls to the wall, she can look forward to a prison sentence. What she intends to do, it's apparent. She can't wait to get your power of attorney so she can take your house, your money, your drugs, and then let you die or let the state take you. You are willing to go against your own best interest to let John Dudley back in here. So John Dudley is the same person who neglected you to death. Okay, you are 67 pounds at the time. This time last year, when Linda Cross gave John drugs to kill you, and they gave you those fentanyl, and you spent 6 weeks in a rehabilitation. As soon as you came home, the first thing John and Linda did, what did they do? Took you to the bank and tried to get John added onto your bank account. Okay? The only reason it didn't happen, John owed the bank a lot of money, and they would have took the money out of your account. John couldn't have any of that happen. He wanted all your money. For 2 weeks before John tried to kill you and me and put himself in jail and gave himself a 3-year prison sentence. Oh, why, yeah, what's calling it? Let's look at this on the wall. Let's see where that is. Okay, see, hole number 1, hole number 2. John literally put those knife holes in the wall last year, trying to kill us. Okay, so stop saying that he didn't. Now, what exactly are you and Linda going to do to make sure John can get back in here? Do you really want me gone that bad? You will be dead within 30 days because neither one give a fuck about you. All they want is your drugs, your money, your house, you dead, and me gone. So, do you want me gone, and do you want to die within 30 days? Look at me and answer the question. Would you like me out of your house so John Dudley can come home?
The what?
Would you like for me to vacate your premises so John Dudley can come back home and you'll be dead in 30 days?
John's coming home.
No, John is not.
Go ahead, Shannon.
John is not coming back here because John is a danger to you. John let you sit in that bedroom for 4 days.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. You are asshole naked with shit all through your hair, your ears, your toes, your fingers, and everywhere else, including fucking bed sores. John was literally jacking his dick to 3 fucking TVs on porn while you are dying in that bed. Your daughter brought bags of medication 3 days in a row. John refused to let her in so you can have your meds. They stayed on the back porch on the deep freezer. On day 4, your daughter demanded to come into this house, and if John did not let her in, police were being called immediately. John let her in, asshole naked, dick hard as a fucking rock. Okay, he was literally jacking off while you were dying, sitting next to you on the bed. Okay, your daughter come in there. You are fucking minutes from dying of a fentanyl overdose. You aren't prescribed fentanyl. Your prescription medicines laid outside for 3 days, and you are dying of fentanyl poisoning while John was literally inches away from you on that bed, jacking his fucking dick, watching pornos on 3 TVs. That's how much he liked you. You weighed 60-something fucking pounds. When you came out the hospital, you came home to die. John Dudley literally partied with Lori for days, drinking up your money with the cheapest fucking liquor possible, trying to invite homeless people to move in to have orgies with Lori in here while you're in the fucking bed dying. For 4 days straight, not one of them fucking cocksuckers came and checked on you. I did every day. John literally tried to kill me several times in them 2 weeks since you came home to the day that I filmed him trying to kill us. Trying to kill us. And he got a 3-year prison sentence. You're going to tell me he didn't try to kill us? He didn't try to kill us. And John did not stab that wall in there that has 2 knife holes. Are you sure about that?
So what now?
Are you sure John did not try to kill us?
I'm sure.
Okay, so the day that John got arrested and he tried to kidnap you, he held you hostage. He looked at you, he wanted you dead. He came in here and pulled the fucking knife on you. I got it on tape. I will happily show you the video. I can prove every word I am saying. This is why John cannot come home. Nobody wants to be cruel to you. John does not want to come home and take care of you. All John wants is your money, your drugs, and your house, and you dead. That's it. That's all. You're literally saying you're going to let a killer come up in here. He knocked my fucking tooth out. See? See? He knocked my fucking tooth out. Strong arm robbing me. Came into my room and beat me up. And you say this man is coming home and he's not a threat to us? And Linda literally the other day on the 6th of July got you to sign a paper to have me evicted. Came here, asked for all your drugs. No, that's all she was concerned about. That's all both of y'all were concerned about. Y'all literally let me go to jail. I wasn't giving up the fucking drugs. I was willing to go to jail. What you didn't know is I had my fucking bond money on the phone. I do have people that look out for me. Okay? Y'all set out to do me dirty. It is what, 2-3 weeks time before John gets off of a restraining order? And so y'all thought it was okay to get me out of here so John can come back up in here. You literally was trying to give all your drugs and everything to Linda Cross. Now, Linda didn't get no drugs. Okay, she called your daughter swearing you're going to live with her. She's going to take care of you. When Lisa told her no money will be handed over to you and you get no drugs, what did you do? You caught me talking about, and Linda did, about hospice. You says you want hospice's number, and I told you no. 2 minutes later, Linda called me evil, asking, why won't you give her hospice's number? I said, as a matter of fact, I just got off of hospice, and they're waiting on you to give them a call. I guess she got scared at that point. She no longer wanted hospice's number. But instead of bringing you home and getting you a dose of medicine from me, what did she do? Take you straight to the hospital. The one thing that will get your damn meds, this only requirement to be on hospice, you can't go to the hospital. You went to the hospital. And guess what happened? They didn't give you no drugs. You did all of that and got what? 1 gabapentin. Look at me. Okay. As soon as no drugs were put in Linda Cross's hand, she dropped you like you were fucking hot and brought you straight home and dumped you. I literally took a film of it and uploaded it on Facebook. It is a public document what Linda did. Okay. Now Linda is contacting you all this week. You ain't been contacting her. Call me, hurry, you must call me. I need to talk to you. Your name should be under mine. Okay. Linda is trying to double cross you and John. And if she can get your name on that piece of paper, you're as good as dead. She owns your house. She gets your drugs. She takes your check. And hey, you're lucky if you get a sandwich. Okay. She don't give a fuck about John coming back in here. Truth be told, she was going to double cross John too. Okay. Both of y'all were going to get double crossed by Linda Cross. Carolyn. So tell me again why it's
2
good.
o'clock in the morning, I'm sleepy.
Okay, I'm going to ask you one question and I'll stop filming. Why do you think it's a good idea for John Dudley to come back here?
Because I love John Dudley.
Does John Dudley take care of you?
He's taken care of me for 27 years.
Okay, that's why you weighed 67 pounds this time last year and wound up in rehab.
Because I was sick.
No, you're not sick now. You weren't sick then. And ever since I've known John Dudley, since January of 2019, he told anybody that listens, my wife is dying. She's gonna die any day now. He has told everybody that. You've been such a junkie and taking so many pills. He's been trying to get you to OD, and nobody would ever thought twice about it, and he would have got everything. The gig is up, and he's still willing to do it. Was that love that John didn't give you your meds? See, a person that takes care of you, Carolyn, would have gave you the meds that you were prescribed, not let you lay in a bed for 3 or 4 days, asshole naked, in shit, with bed sores, while he's jacking off and you're dying from a fentanyl overdose. That is not somebody who will take care of you. And when you came home for the first week, John did not take care of you at all. He didn't even go in there. And as a matter of fact, within that first week, when he found out you just weren't dying, John literally moved out the house, became homeless, was living to be out on the street, sleeping outside, coming in the house, stealing toilet paper and food so him and Lori can be outside. This man was turning down $32 an hour jobs so he can go ahead and go outside and panhandle for cigarettes and fucking cheap liquor and be homeless, living on the side of a laundromat with a fucking drunk hooker that does not bathe. Okay, now this is how much John loved you and was willing and was taking care of you. The one day we let John back in the house and let him take the drugs over and everything, okay, guess what? I had hold of the bag of pills. John had hold of you. wouldn't let nobody see you. And later that day, that whole day, I didn't give you drugs. But at 5 something that evening, I came into your room once John finally went outside. And you were so fucked up, you couldn't move, you didn't know I was there. And I had your whole bag of pills that you didn't have any that day. So John, again, was willing to give you fentanyl and outside drugs that day. Okay, that same evening, I heard John about 2 o'clock in the morning threaten to put you out of the fucking house and make you sleep in a cold fucking truck. He was putting you out of your house to make you sleep outside. And I know of 2 other times in the middle of fucking January he did that. One time he did that, he caught me bragging about it. He says, yeah, I just put that bitch out the fucking house. You had your SUV at that time. You end up going to fucking a Quick Trip and going to sleep in the parking lot. John wrecked your truck right after that. Then right after that, John put you out of the house in the middle of the night again. And you had to go crying to Penny in the middle of the house because John put you out your house. Now that is somebody who takes care of you? Do you deserve that, Carolyn? Carolyn, do you deserve to be put out of your nice warm house that you own and worked your heart out and bought with your money? Do you deserve to be put out of your house in the middle of the night because some mean drunk tells you gotta leave?
I don't have paper at his house.
Why isn't John's name on it?
Huh?
Why is John's name not on the deed?
Because I was doing the work, he was working.
Okay, no, you clearly made it clear. You worked your ass off and you bought this house. John's name is not on this deed, and you told me several times there's a reason you never married John Dudley. There's a reason John's name is not on this house. John didn't buy it. Anything else you want to say to defend John? This is your time. Give a good reason why John Dudley should come in here and I will leave. Give me a good reason why you think John Dudley will take care of you and I will leave. You know I got a shitload of gold. What I ain't is a broke bitch. You need me, I don't need you. If you want to die that bad, I can get the fuck out of here. Do you want me to leave your home?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, that's not a good reason. Did I do anything to make you want me to leave?
Right now, what you're doing to me right now is wrong.
Okay, this isn't a
I said
good
I'm going to go to
reason.
bed.
I'm going to let you.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, but you had no problem waking me up and asking me for drugs. Okay, at 11 something, then again at 1 something, you're going to get back up at 4 something and ask me for more drugs. Okay, so you're not really trying to go to sleep. What you're doing, you literally had your actions are now causing street people to come to this house in the middle of the night. Penny Hill just showed up out here.
I don't even
Penny
know where.
Hill is John and Wayne's friend. John and Wayne. You are still plotting something with Linda. Or Linda's trying hard to get you. She done downloaded the fucking form to steal your power of attorney. And this bitch will come and pick you up. And you will, again, sign a piece of paper. And she will own everything. That is why Linda Cross is dying to get in contact with you all week after she pulled this shit. She fucking downloaded the paperwork to get you to sign over your power of attorney. She is going to steal your power of attorney. This is why we have to get the paperwork done to protect you against yourself. You are a threat to yourself. John Dudley is not coming back. He just is not. And I am going to get that restraining order permanent. And because what they were willing to do, now when John does call and tries to contact us, instead of me letting that shit go under the rug and not turning them in, I'm going to flat turn him the fuck in and hurry up and get his probation took over. I like John. I don't want no harm to come to him. But I am willing to do whatever necessary to keep you safe and alive from these predators. Anyway, say goodnight, Carolyn. Say goodnight to the camera. I'm going to bed. Say goodnight, Carolyn. So I take it you're still out to deceive me, and you're going to play more tricks on me come Monday with Linda, and I can assume that you think you're going to do what you got to do to get John Dudley in the house, and Linda Cross is going to get you to sign your house over. And she don't give a fuck if you and John Dudley die. And that's a fact, sweetheart. Don't you understand that? Carolyn, do you not understand that Linda Cross is going to steal your house?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, so she didn't try to take off with you and your pills the other day. She didn't try to break into my room the other day. So you couldn't have pushed my door like that. You don't have the strength. She tried to kick my door in. I made sure when I came in the house after I got released from the cops, okay, and y'all left, I made sure I had Brenda walk in the house with me with one of my phones to film. And she could, when we walked towards this way, it was clear to see that my door was pushed so far open. You can't do that. Linda tried to force entry into my bedroom to get them fucking drugs. It didn't happen, huh? Are you trying to tell me that y'all didn't try to force open my door? Okay, so when I shut my door and locked my door and had my door completely closed and went out the back door, okay, my door wasn't the same way I left it, and the only people been in the house is you and Linda. Police wouldn't let me come in the house until you left. So When I came in the house, there was a clear attempt that y'all tried to break into my bedroom and steal those drugs. Are you telling me I'm lying? Are you going to tell me that my camera evidence is going to say that I'm lying? Just so you know, I'm going to stay here and take care of you like I always have. The rest of your life is going to be good. Your daughter spent time with you. We got all kinds of plans for you. And you spent one day with Linda Cross. One day, and ended up in the hospital. I've been here 1 year. You ain't went to the hospital at all. You were with Linda, 6 hours, if that, and wound up in the fucking emergency room. But Linda is your friend and John is your fucking husband. I'm going to leave you alone. But oh yeah, your eyes jumped up real quick there. I thought you were sleepy. You're still going to deceive me. Monday, tomorrow, I expect you and Linda Cross will do something shady to me and try to get me back arrested or do something that's going to cause you to lose your house, and Linda is going to drop you like it's fucking hot. You will lose your meds. Linda don't give a fuck about you. She wants your drugs, your check, and your house. And she will double cross you and John both. This is why you have to be declared incompetent. It is because you cannot make good decisions. You are literally trying to get yourself killed and let these people take your home. Why hasn't Linda been here all year to help take care of you? All of a sudden, right before John gets out of restraining order, all of a sudden here comes Linda. She didn't give a fuck about you all year. She hasn't been over here. She didn't give you a Christmas present. She didn't call you for Mother's Day. She didn't do any of that. As a matter of fact, John Dudley didn't either. But you know where John Dudley was on Mother's Day? With Lori. Him and Lori were together on Mother's Day while you were here wondering where John was. He was fucking Lori. Spent the whole fucking night with her. I'm sorry to have to tell you these things. This is why John is not moving back in here and why we have to do what we need to do to protect you. Love you. Good night. But we will protect you against yourself.